The Hebrew term Chumash is a Torah in printed form as opposed to a Torah scroll. The word comes from the Hebrew word for 5, hamesh. A more formal term is a Misharum's High Torah, 5/5 of Torah. It is a Hebrew name for the 5 books of Moses, also known by the Latinized Greek term Pentateuch in common, printed editions. Origin of the term. The word Chumash may be a vowel alteration of homesh, meaning 1/5, alluding to any one of the 5 books. As the Hebrew has no vowel signs, it could be read either way. It could also be regarded as a back-formed singular of humashim, hums high. In early scribal practice there was a distinction between a Sefer Torah, containing the entire Pentateuch on a parchment scroll, and a copy of one of the 5 books on its own, which was generally bound in codex form, like a modern book, and had a lesser degree of sanctity. The term homesh strictly applies to one of these. Thus, homesh bashit strictly means the Genesis 5th, but was misread as humash bashit and interpreted as meaning the Pentateuch. Genesis, as if humash was the name of the book and Bereshit the name of one of its parts. Compare the misunderstanding of to mean the entirety of the Arba Torim. In the legal codes, such as Maimonides' Mishneh Torah, it is laid down that any copy of the Pentateuch which does not comply with the strict rules for a Sefer Torah, for example because it is not a parchment scroll or contains vowel signs, has only the same sanctity as a copy of an individual book. In this way, the word homesh came to have the extended sense of any copy of the Pentateuch other than a Sefer Torah. Usage. The word humash generally only refers to book-bound editions of the Pentateuch, whereas the scroll form is called a Sefer Torah. In modern Jewish practice, a printed humash usually sets out the Hebrew text of the Torah with vowel points and cantillation marks, separated into its 54 constituent weekly Torah portions, together with the Haftarah for each portion and, often, translations and notes. A Chumash Rashi also contains the Targum of Onkelos and the commentary of Rashi, and may or may not have a vernacular translation of the text. A Tikkun Sofrim or Tikkun Korerim sets out, in parallel columns, the unvocalized text of the Pentateuch as it would appear in a Torah scroll and the normal printed text as it appears in a Chumash. It sometimes includes Haftarah and the 5 Megillot. It exists as an aid for Torah scribes and for those preparing to read from the Sefer Torah in the synagogue. A multi-volume set in Hebrew only, often but not always including the entire Tanakh with Masoretic notes, Targumim and several classical commentaries, is referred to as Mikrayot Gedolot, Great Scriptures. Various publications. See also Jewish English Bible translations, Gutnick Chumash with Onkelos, Rashi and commentaries of the Lubavitcher Rebbe. The Pentateuch and Haftarahs, London 1937, known as the Hertz Chumash, containing the commentary of former British Chief Rabbi Joseph Hertz. Soncino Chumash, ed. Abraham Cohen, containing notes summarizing the traditional commentaries. Torah and the Haftarah, translation by Philip Birnbaum, Etz Hayam Humash, associated with conservative movement. The Torah, a modern commentary revised edition. W. Gunther Plaut, ed. New York, Union for Reform Judaism, 2006. Associated with American Reform Movement.